Thank you very much. Citrus concession stand benefits the Lion Foundation. And the home side concession stand is run by the Searcy Band Parents Organization. It benefits the Searcy Band Program. Please direct your attention to the center of the field for the officials' coin toss. Captains for tonight, Sylvan Hills wear number 66. Jaden Rome, and number 53. Houston Shaw. Representing the Searcy Lions, number 50. Marcus Young. Number 10. Sarah Daniel. Number 2. Dravion Coleman. And number 59. Gabe Osborne. The Arkansas Officials Association has registered and assigned the officials to oversee the game rules. They are eligible to take part in this interscholastic competition due to their experience and integrity. No matter their feelings, personal feelings, or allegiances to this game, all spectators, players, and coaches must maintain a spirit of good sportsmanship. Searcy has deferred, and they will kick off in just a few moments. Tonight's officials are referee Paul Ford, umpire Mike Harris, linesman Darrell Williams, line judge James Rouse, back judge Jim Weaver. Arkansas Razorback fans will probably recognize the name James Rouse. I'll let you figure out which one he is. At the south end of the Lions Stadium,
Good evening and welcome to Lion TV and welcome to beautiful Searcy Lion Stadium. My name is Heath Shelby and tonight I'm filling in for my longtime friend and longtime partner, crime LV Wilson. Off to my right here is Jordan Jones. Jordan, are you ready for some football?
I am ready for some football. Searcy is off to a really good start to the season with a 2-0 record. Sylvan Hills not so much, but as a lot of the students, my friends, were saying, they also had their doubts towards the beginning of the season, but as practices and stuff went on, they were also surprised themselves as their work in development, so they're looking forward to the rest of the season.
Yeah, this is a team that has a different feel to it than the team that we were familiar with last year. Coach Clark has done something different. Maybe his system's implemented, just kind of gelled in here. The players believe, the coaches believe, the fans are starting to believe. Like you said, they're unbeaten. They're 2-0. Their offense averages about 51 points a game. Defense giving up less than 30 a game. Sylvan Hills, they're looking for win number 1. I think they might have scored 7 points the entire year, Jordan.
And with all that information, this looks like this will be a pretty easygoing game with Searcy as long as they can keep their composure and make sure that everything goes according to their plan.
Yeah, I should mention, a lot of you folks know, if you've been fans of the Searcy Lions for a while, this is a team that's always found a way to give Searcy some kind of trouble. We used to play Sylvan Hills the last game of the year, and playoff seeding always kind of fell on that game, and it didn't matter what the record was. Sylvan Hills kind of had our number, so on paper, this looks like a game that Searcy should win. But you don't want to jinx that because this might be one of those so-called trap games, Jordan.
Yeah, and as you said earlier, with Sylvan Hills, their new style of, or the old style of offense that is not really run anymore, with Searcy and their upcoming sophomores and bigger linemen in general, hopefully they will be able to contain those weird type plays and be able to shut things down pretty quickly.
Yeah, we've called Sylvan Hills for a long time. They run a different kind of offense. It's kind of hard to actually play-by-play call and color commentary call because you're never really sure who has the ball, Jordan. It's confusing. Well, I should mention that Searcy, they won the toss, but as Coach Clark has done for a while, he likes to defer to the second half where they win the toss. So Searcy's going to kick the ball off. They're kicking away from the clock. So Sylvan Hills will get the ball first. And we watched them during the warm-ups, and they didn't use a lot of running plays. Jordan, they kind of threw the ball a lot.
Yeah, from their warm-ups, it looked like they were going for mainly a lot of screen passes and a lot of slants that are just short passing it off. And they also dropped the ball at the start, recover. And it looks like he is tackled around the 30.
Yeah, he's going to get about the 33-yard line. That's a decent return. Like you said, he kind of muffed the kick there, but luckily Phil got the ball up, and they're going to start things off at about the 33-yard line. So we get to see the Searcy defense out first. And I was mentioning during the coin toss that Gabe Osmond is a football player, folks. If you've never seen Gabe in person, that's a man out there. He put the hurt on you.
And with him I believe he's at nose guard right now,
Yeah.
be able to put some powerful force up against that center to hopefully get things going in the backfield.
Well, let's see how things start out for the Searcy defense here. See if Coach McCoy's got them firing at all cylinders. We'll talk about last week's game a little bit, too, how difficult that was. So there's a snap. Running back tries to go up the middle and brought down in the backfield. That's number 45 for Searcy with a great tackle right there, Jordan.
That was Lawson Wimberly with the tackle in the backfield, about a loss of maybe 2.
And Wimberly had a sack last week against Sheridan. That game was closer than they thought. Searcy ended up winning 49-40, but it was tied 28 all halftime, and Searcy led by only 1 point at the end of the 3. So a little tough game last week. Hopefully this is a little easier. So second and long. There's the snap. Right up the middle again. He bounces off and gets a little bit of yardage right there. Not a whole lot.
Seems like a fumble.
Yeah, the ball's on the ground. Searcy's got it.
And this is the exact
Wow.
start that the Searcy team wanted.
And the running back comes up, grabbing his wrist. He's hurt there. I think he took a hit. Maybe the helmet hit him or something. But, yeah, before he went to the ground, Searcy forces the fumble, and that's exactly what you wanted to see, Jordan, to see that defense go up early.
Yes, exactly what we were talking about. If Searcy could apply that pressure early and get the ball back, like you said, they deferred, so they will get the ball in the second half so they can just rack up these points. It will be a shutout game, no doubt.
Well, this is a good start for the Searcy offense as Tyler Strickland and crew will come out here tonight, and he's going to have 4 receivers on the far side of the field. They've got the ball on the 33-yard line, 1st and 10. Tyler's out of the shotgun. There's a snap. Throws it over to, you drop the ball, you can't run with that.
Yeah, plays dead.
Yeah.
Plays dead after that.
You can't pick it up after you dropped it there. Yeah, that's not a good way to start your offense off. Was that Westmore, number 11?
Yes, Wade Moore.
Wade, yeah. Okay, so Wade had a little dropsy right there. Just early game jitters, nothing to worry about.
Yeah, just everybody's nervous.
3 receivers to the far side now. Tyler tries to hard count, looks at the coach of the play. Take a little time off the play clock here. There's a snap, hands it off the running back right up the middle.
Right up
Big
the middle.
run, yes, and that's close to a first down. They may give, he made about a yard short. Big run there by number 24 for Searcy.
That is Ricky Love. Ricky is definitely a threat to deal with. He is explosive as soon as he gets the ball. It is really hard to tackle him.
Tyler back up to the line, tries a hard count again, does not get them. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3 for Searcy. Love's going to move over to his right now. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Hands it to Love. He's going to move to the far side, back up the middle, and he's going to dive for the first down. Just barely gets it there, Jordan.
What a run by Ricky right there. It looks like the adjustments are working out for them as they try to switch sides, maybe catch the defense off their guard as they're trying to adjust by backing up, thinking that Tyler's going to throw. But
defense thought they had Ricky Love right there, but that's all Ricky. Ricky found a way to get that first down. There's a snap. Fakes the handoff, throws across the little middle, and gets a big yardage here. That's going to be another first down right off the bat.
What a catch by number 14. That was Cooper Jones, I believe. And they will be moving the chains again as they are getting closer and closer to the end zone.
Yeah, that's a 13-yard gain right there. So now they're in the red zone. They're going to set up with 3 receivers to the near side now, 1 to the far side. Love off to the right of Strickland. He's going to pass toward the end zone. Oh, just threw it a little low, just a little low.
A little too fast. It also looks like the receiver wasn't quite turned around in time for that catch as well.
Yeah, I don't think Moore could have caught that. There was a lot of mustard in that pass. We talked about this when we were getting ready for the ball game. Strickland has got an arm, folks. If you've not seen him throw the ball, he can throw a bullet. He can throw it long if he needs to as well. There's the snap, hands it to he fakes the handoff, throws it over to Moore. He's going to make a man miss and get wrapped up at about the 4-yard line. Bring up 3rd and goal. Well, that's still 3rd, and they're not quite goal yet. They can get a first down without getting the end zone.
That was just another example of Tyler's strong arm. And like we talked about earlier, Tyler is a all-around quarterback. He can throw really well. His handoffs are pretty good. He can also run the ball really well when he has to as well.
Here's a dangerous spot right here that you might think Tyler might keep the ball and run it in. It's a possibility. 3rd and short. Going to hand it off to Ricky Love. Ricky's going to dance and get the first down in the end zone for a Searcy touchdown.
Strong way to start off.
Like you said, Ricky Love, man, he's got some power behind him, and he juked and jived right there. He probably should have been down about the 2-yard line, but that was all Ricky Love getting in the end zone, and Searcy's going to strike first here tonight, take an early 6-0 lead.
Like we said earlier, Ricky is a force to deal with, and give him a little bit of backup, and I'm sure it's going to be very hard to stop him throughout the night. He does not get tired easily.
Now we get to see the kicking wonder, the extra point attempt by Sarah Daniel, a senior. Extra point is up, and it's good. So just like that, Jordan, we've got a 7-0 ball game. Searcy strikes early, and they strike fast, and Sylvan Hills going to be a little gassed after all that one.
Sylvan Hills has to make really good adjustments to the Searcy team. I mean, this is exactly what Searcy wanted. They came out, deferred, and said that our defense, we're going to get the ball, and we're going to strike first, and that is exactly what they did. And I'm sure they hope to apply that same pressure as the drives keep going.
Yeah, Searcy's got working on all 3 aspects of the ball game: their special teams, their defense, their offense. Offense can and will strike quick tonight, folks. And I don't want to jinx this, but like we said earlier, this is a game that Searcy should win. We don't want to look too far down the road, but they've got a tough schedule coming up, including next week. They get to go on the road to Little Rock Catholic, and we all know how tough Catholic is. They're a 7A squad masquerading as a 6A squad. So this is a game Searcy should win, and let's just hope that they continue the pace they've set up so far here, Jordan. All right, we're going to get kicked off. I never see how much time we got. 9:12 left here in the first quarter. There's the kick right down the middle of the field. They're going to take it about the 10-yard line. Bring it out across the 20, 25, 30, 35, and finally brought down right there by a host of Searcy Lions. Decent return for Sylvan Hills. So now they'll get their second chance to come out on offense and do something.
They're not going to be able to get too many of those chances, as the Searcy defense is just holding it down, just holding everything together, keeping their composure, and just attacking the backfield really well.
Hey, we should mention, folks, if you haven't been outside, it's a perfect night to come to Searcy Lions Stadium. 75 degrees, which beats that first game. Jordan, you said you were out here for that one. That was nice and warm, wasn't it?
It was definitely warm. It was not fun, but we did end up getting the win. But man,
1st and 10 from the 35, and see there's that little mixed handoff. You're not sure who has the ball, but it didn't go anywhere. It didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. You're going to lose about a half a yard on that one. And Sylvan Hills are running that play a lot tonight. They're going to line up 3 behind the center and kind of crisscross around, and you have to watch really close here on the TV to see exactly who's got the ball. But that time did not work for them. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I believe that was Gabe Osmond as he got in the backfield really fast. Did not worry about the hesitation at all or the fakes.
He knew exactly where that ball was at. Now the shotgun now. Quarterback's going to drop back and look for a pass. You got nobody open. He's going to get sacked. Big time sack. And that was, guess who, Jordan? That was Gabe Osmond.
Again, making plays, getting in the backfield. That is a really big and strong football player right there, getting in that backfield really easily, applying pressure to that center. And he's going to be dangerous all night for this team, and I'm not sure how they're going to be able to adjust to that. They tried to throw for the first time, and the defenders they were covering all over those wide receivers already, so there was no chance that he was going to be able to get that ball off in time.
Yeah, he dropped him for a big loss. That's going to bring up about 3rd Judsonia right there. I mean, you don't have many plays in your playbook for 3rd and 21, but let's see what Sylvan Hills can do right here. Quarterback out of the shotgun. He's going to drop back and try to find someone open. Just heaves it up in the air. No one's there. It's Searcy. And it looked like maybe Coleman could have got it, just couldn't get there. But there was no receiver within 5-10 yards of that passer, Jordan.
Just throw up a Hail Mary and pray, but it did not work out that time at all. Almost threw an interception. Yeah, cannot be doing that.
Yeah, Coleman was about 2 steps away from taking that one back to the house, but not a good outing again for the offense for Sylvan Hills, so now they're going to have to punt the ball away. 4th and 21. We got 7:39 left here in the first quarter. Searcy's already up 7-0. There's the punt. It's going to be a high punt. Not a lot of distance, though, about midfield. Take a bounce. What about the 45-yard line? And oh, that was a dangerous catch for Searcy. He went up in the whole midst of players right there, and they were all wearing the white and blue jerseys.
Which I understand why he did that, being that tall, but being surrounded by that many players, it is really, really risky to go for that. Ooh. They could easily hit the ball out of your hands and then just turn it over immediately with better field position as well. So he did end up holding it down, but, man, it was just really, really risky.
Yeah, that was kind of scary right there. So Searcy gets the ball, 1st and 10 on the 46-yard line on their side of the field now, leading 7-0. Line up 4 receivers spread out here to the near side, 1 to the far side. Nobody in the backfield. And there you go. Strickland's going to take the ball and go up the middle of the field. He's got a big gainer out to the 30.
Oh, he fumbles the ball.
Did he drop the ball? Yes, it did not go out of bounds. It looks like Sylvan Hills may have it. Let's see where they're going to mark it at. Yeah, I think Sylvan Hills has this ball. Got punched out from behind there, Jordan. He couldn't do anything about that.
If I was Tyler, yes, it was a mistake, but I wouldn't worry too much. That was a really good play, and it was really good yardage, but, man, you have to make sure that you hold on to that ball, especially as a quarterback. You're going to be targeted so heavily.
Yeah, we talked about that when we were visiting during the opening segment for the pregame there, that he had a couple of drops last year, but that one was not on Tyler. That was punched out from behind. I'm not sure he could have held on to that one, but that was a good play. It just didn't have a good ending. So just like that, Sylvan Hills has the ball back on their own 19-yard line, 1st and 10. Quarterback out of shotgun, hands off the running back. Up the middle, he may get 2 yards out of that one. That's probably the most positive yardage he's had so far.
If I'm the Searcy defense, I am actually more motivated to make sure that this team doesn't go anywhere and push them back way towards our end zone.
Yeah, you need one of those Gabe Osmond sacks right here, driving back here toward the end zone.
Luckily, this is the early game because I'm sure the stamina would be kicking in, going right back out there after just leaving the field.
Quarterback fakes the pass, going to keep it run. He's going to pick up some positive yardage. Not enough for the first down, but he had to get out of bounds before he took a nasty hit over there. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and maybe 5. Let's see where they're going to mark the ball.
Looks like it'll be 3rd and 5.
6:46 left here in the first. Yeah, 3rd and 5. Ball on the 24-yard line. And Sylvan Hills, they will huddle every now and then. That's kind of old school. Quarterback up under center right now. Man in motion. He's going to toss it back to the running back, and he's not going to gain positive yardage. He's going to get his dropped. He got maybe 1.5 yards. They're going to give him 2, but that's not a first down. That's going to be 4th and 3. And it looks like they're going to bring out the punting team again. So Searcy defense held.
Yeah, nice job by Searcy defense, able to recuperate together as the unexpected fumble by Tyler happened. But early in the game, everybody's still kicking in high gear and just pushing it back way towards their end zone and make sure they can get more offense going.
Coach McCoy, he is happy right now, and rightfully so. Good job of the Searcy defense. That's what you want to see. There's a punt. This one takes a little better direction right down the middle of the field. We'll take it across the 50, across the 40. There's a flag on the 30. And it dropped close to the 25-yard line, but let's see what the flag is first. That's back here on the 46-yard line on Sylvan Hills side of the field.
I'm not too sure what happened myself, actually.
Let's see if this is going to go against Searcy. That's what I'm afraid of.
There's a holding against us.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Yep, they're going to move this one back. That's what I thought. Yeah, you don't want to make penalties like that when you've got momentum, because Sylvan Hills does not need any momentum right now. Okay, so they're going to back it up. So once again, Searcy still got good field position, but they would have had better without the penalty. They're going to mark Searcy at the 44-yard line on their side of the field. That's where they're going to start play with 5:56 left here in the first quarter, leading 7-0. Ricky Love is going to be off to the right now of Tyler Strickland. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 in motion now. Hand it off to Love. He's going right up the middle, across the 50. He gets really good yardage. Almost got a first down there, Jordan. He picked up 9 yards.
I wouldn't be surprised if not too soon they would bring in Cotton Parker, as his speed will really play a big factor in this game as well. But being this far, being in the middle of it, I'm sure they would be able to use him soon enough. But I mean, Ricky is still doing his job at the end of the day, still has that power and that speed, and I'm sure that's all they need if they're going to keep gaining yards like this.
Tyler takes a snap. Looks for a receiver. Might keep the ball himself. He goes up the middle. He's got the first down. A little more. Just barreled over one of the defenders. Defender took the worst on that one there, Jordan.
I was scared that he was going to fumble again, actually, as the way his arms were just flailing in the air.
You look at Tyler and think, oh, he's not a powerful guy. Yeah, he is. He asked that defender, just went down. Yeah, what's the number of that truck that just hit me?
Yeah, you can tell. You saw how fast he reacted too. He realized that the pocket, he had to get out, and the linemen were collapsing as well. So he did his job and got the first down.
First down from the 38-yard line. Tyler. Oh, there's going to be probably a false start there, maybe. Or illegal man in motion. Let's see. False start, Cersei. So that'll back him up 5 yards. So got a few little penalties here, Jordan. Going to clean some of this stuff up if you want to have a good ball game.
Yeah, like you said earlier, those penalties and this momentum, they are not a good combination at all. So you have to make sure that although you have momentum, you have the lead, you have to make sure that you're still playing football and not getting too antsy and too aggressive and too excited.
You don't want a team like Sylvan Hills to hang around too long, because if you do, that's going to end up hurting you. So, take them out of this game early. So you got 1st and 15 now. Tyler takes a snap, a little dump pass across the middle to Moore. He's going to take it back across the original line of scrimmage and maybe a yard more. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. Cersei just trying to get into a rhythm right now. And that's another thing the penalties will break up, is that rhythm, and they're going to get that back again.
Yeah, they can't let those penalties stop them down, especially I believe they have like a late game tempo that they always run to make sure that they always get back on the ball fast enough. But those penalties slowing them down, you cannot have that happen.
All right, Ricky Love's got the ball. He's going to get it looks like a horse collar right there. I'm not sure the officials saw that, but they're going to say move the stick up here. So it's 3rd down, about 5. We got 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. Cersei leading 7-0. They're going to flip receivers from side to side now. So you're going to have 4 receivers on the far side. You got 1 to the near side. Nobody in the backfield. Tyler's going to keep himself right up the middle. He's going to get close to first down, but not get there. He's going to be about 2 yards short. So that's going to bring up 4th and 2. And the way high school football is these days, you're probably going to go for it here, Jordan.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to line up everybody on Ricky and try to make sure that they run up in the middle and get a good yardage off of it.
All right, let's see if that's what they do. They've got Ricky Love there. Now going to move over to the right. Strickland. 2 receivers to the far side. Sumter here to the near side. There's the snap. Tyler's going to keep it. He's in trouble. Finds a man open and bounces it off the turf. So, turnover on downs is still a turnover, so Sylvan Hills will get the ball back. Cersei still leading with a score of 7-0. 3 minutes and 5 seconds left here in the first quarter. That was not a good drive there, Jordan.
It had its moments, but I feel like those penalties definitely set things back, and kind of afraid that their momentum just got kicked down just a tad bit. But this Cersei defense, at the end of the day, they are handling business, and they are making sure that they don't allow Sylvan Hills to get any yardage and pushing them towards the backfield as well. I mean, Gabe Osmond, he is doing an excellent job so far this game.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It really should be 21-0 right now, folks. Sylvan Hills has the ball again. Quarterback's going to toss it over to the wide receiver on the far side. He's going to get the first down, and more. He's out across midfield. That is the best play Sylvan Hills has ran all night, Jordan.
Yeah, and quarterback made sure that he had to juke the defender out to make sure that that throw to the running back would get there in time and make sure that he had open field as well. Good play.
All right, so the first time tonight that Sylvan Hills has made a visit to the Cersei side of the field. They've got the ball now 1st and 10 on the 49-yard line, just across midfield.
Sylvan Hills digging into their offense book a little bit more, showcasing that they don't only just have any trick plays, but
quarterback takes a high snap, going to keep it, going to dance over to the right side of the field. He'll get some positive yardage, maybe 5 yards on that one.
It also looks like he was prepared to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Searcy sniffed out that was a possibility. They shut that down, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 5. 2:21 left here in the first. Searcy leading 7-0.
To catch a couple of those screen passes at first, but they have Ricky Love and the running back position to cover things to get them more yards. But it's a team, you have to work as a whole. You can't just rely on one person. So hopefully they'll figure out things as the farther the game goes.
Yeah, I'll have to say I'm very impressed by this Searcy defense. They've really played lights out just in one quarter, but Sylvan Hills, they found something working here at the end of the first, going into the second. But just like that, the defense gets them with that penalty there, gets them behind the sticks, and that's where you start making changes. You got 1st and 15 now from the 38 as we start the second quarter. Searcy leading 7-0. Should have been at least 21-0. So Sylvan Hill should feel very fortunate. Quarterback takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to the running back, who gets up maybe almost to the original line of scrimmage, about a yard short. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Now, my knowledge on high school games is not as good as I would like it to be, but do they switch positions like every quarter?
Yeah, every quarter we're going to switch sides of the field. That's just what we're going to do. So now Searcy's playing toward the clock, and Sylvan Hills has their back to the clock. 2nd and 11. Running back's got the ball. He's going to get a couple yards out of that. It's going to bring about 3rd and maybe 7.
An explosive run from number 5 for Sylvan Hills right there. But like I said, Gabe Osman and the backfield able to defend that really well. Only got him a couple yards, but still it's 3rd down, 3rd and 7.
Yeah, they're on the 31-yard line. This is where the defense really needs to stand up and bow their back and drop them back for a loss. Get them behind the sticks again, because this is 4-down territory for Sylvan Hills. Quarterback has his man in motion. He'll hand off to that man. And it just missed a tackle there, but he's going to get dropped behind the sticks anyway, or behind the marker. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 8. Loss of 1 on that play. So here's another 4th down opportunity for the Searcy defense to get a stop.
Lawson Wimberly got in that backfield really quick. He almost had the running back in the backfield, but almost was able to trip him up. But Searcy defense able to come together and bring him down. It is 4th and 8. Looks like they'll be going for it.
Yeah, they're going to go for it here. This is a great opportunity for that defense to get a turnover on downs. 10 minutes left here in the first half. Quarterback out of shotgun. He'll take the pass and throw it down the far sideline and just overthrew his receiver. I know he tried to lead him a little bit, but Jordan, he led him about 5 yards.
That play was not set up as good as Sylvan Hills would like it to be. The wide receivers were almost ahead of the ball there as the wide receivers tried to get set up as fast as they could, but the ball snapped before they were even ready for it, and they just took off, not necessarily waiting for the play to just be composed as whole. But quarterback just throwing up passes and just hoping that the receiver will get there in time. But it looks like his recent problems with that is he's just overthrowing it.
Yeah. Well, that's 2 drives that ended that way, kind of little Hail Mary passes that went nowhere. So Searcy back on offense now. Nothing there on that one. Running back's going to get stopped maybe a yard short of the line to gain there, or the marker. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And like I said, now they bring in Cotton Parker. Hopefully they can get some of that speed and get going now. And
yeah, Parker has got a lot of speed, and we're going to get to see that tonight. And Tyler's going to keep the ball and get up the side of the field. He's got a 1st down and more. Across the 50, out across the 40, and gets pushed out of bounds. Huge gain there for Tyler Strickland.
Showcasing his quarterback all-around ability again, man. It's really hard to keep Tyler composed. And it looks like this offensive line has been able to keep their composure and keep Tyler protected for as long as they can, and letting him find that gap as well.
Yeah, we talked about it before the game started. Tyler Strickland's a threat on all sides of the ball, and he's an excellent runner. He's got the ball now, and he's about to get sacked for a big loss. Gets loose and throws it down the side of the field. Just threw it away, but he had to, because if he didn't, he would have been dropped for at least a 20-yard loss.
Good job by Tyler there, staying on his feet, having 3 or 4 defenders coming right at him, but able to get up out of there and throw the ball out of bounds before anything too drastic could happen.
Yeah, that is all on Tyler Strickland, folks. He was I mean, he was got. He should have been brought down, and he just fought loose of that, and he had the wherewithal to know to get rid of that ball and keep it in a safe position. So once again, it's 2nd and 10 now from the 40. Tyler's back to throw again, a little dump pass, and Parker's going to slip. I guess just slid there on the turf a little bit, so he's going to get dropped for about a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 3rd and 11.
Not what he was looking for right there, but he almost was able to stay on his feet. But you got to make sure. Tyler also kind of threw that ball a little bit too high for Cotton to catch as he jumped in the air.
So now you got 3rd and 11 from the 41. 8:52 left here in the first half. Tyler's going to roll to this side of the field. He looks for a receiver. Got nobody, so he's going to run for it. Gets across the 35 and gets brought down about the 34-yard line. Took a nasty tackle, but picked up some very good positive yardage here, Jordan.
Looks like really good yardage coming out from Tyler right there from that 3rd and long. And it's setting them up for a really good position to go for it right here now.
Yeah, that's 4th and 4. So, yeah, I'm sure they're going to go for it. And Coach Clark has got a lot of plays in his playbook for situations just like this.
Now, usually I wouldn't be surprised if they were able to hand the ball off to Ricky, but with Cotton now and getting stopped recently, I wonder what they're going to go for here.
Tyler tried to go for the hard count, but Sylvan Hills, they have played a little disciplined football there on that defensive line tonight, so he'll take the snap down, roll to the far side of the field, throws over there, and did he catch it? He did. First down, Searcy.
What a catch right there from Jesse Sumter.
Yeah, Sumter with a big catch, and it was contested. He was covered really good by the Sylvan Hills defender, but that's all on Jesse. So now you got first down for Searcy. 7:53 left here in the first half. Hands the ball off to Parker. He tries to get up the middle. He's going to pick up maybe 3-4 yards off of that one. You can get that feeling, Jordan, that he's looking for that seam, and when he hits that seam, he's gone.
Yeah, he just needs that one hole and cloud of dust, and he is gone right to the end zone.
And like we said, Parker's got some speed, but, man, he's got to hit that seam to get it. Right now he's not finding that hole to get through yet. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 7 from the 25-yard line. And there's going to be a flag. Let's see if this is false start. Yep. Searcy having a little trouble getting settled at the line tonight, so that's going to bring up a 5-yard penalty. And that sound you hear is the sound of the air coming out of the balloon. That's where that momentum gets drained a little bit. So they're behind the sticks now. 7:20 left here in the first half. Searcy's going to line up 4 receivers to the near side of the field. Parker's going to send off to the right. Strickland's going to keep the ball. A little busted play there. I don't know what happened, but it wasn't what was supposed to happen. And Tyler took a nasty hit and took a big sack for a huge loss there, Jordan.
It worked out last time, but it did not work out too well this time at all. Sylvan Hills adapted to that play that they used earlier, which Tyler, he took off earlier whenever the first time they used that play, but it did not work out as much as it did the time before. Yeah,
somebody missed an assignment there. I'm not sure who it was, but you could tell that play wasn't going to work from the time the ball was snapped. And that can bring up 3rd and 16 now. Searcy's on the 34-yard line. 6:33 left here in the first half, and they still lead 7-0. Not a lot of scoring, but a lot of action so far tonight. And we'll move Parker over to the left now, and now he's going to fake the handoff. Tyler's looking for a man. He looks, throws to the Moore's got it. Oh, Moore with a big catch. He's going to catch that ball within the 10-yard line down to about the 7-yard line. That may be the best catch I've seen Moore have yet in his high school football career.
3rd and long, they needed a catch, and Wade Moore was able to come down with it beautifully.
Man, you almost got the feeling that was a desperation heave, but Moore was right there, and Tyler knew exactly where to throw it to. That's going to bring up 1st and goal for your Searcy Lions. They're going to mark him down on the 8-yard line. Tyler's got the ball looking for a man. Just throws across the middle of Sumter. Sumter's going to get in the end zone for another Searcy touchdown. That's how you do it, Jordan. That's exactly how you do it.
Sumter was wide open for that catch right there. He shook off the defenders from the left side, doing a slant over to the right, and was able to get open in time for that catch. Tyler with a beautiful throw. It all worked out. Now this is what Searcy should have done earlier.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that momentum will kick it into high gear and let that scoring team come out, the special teams come out and get the field goal, defense come out.
You got Daniel back here for the PAT. She's the kicking wonder for the Searcy Lions. 5:56 left here in the first half. Her kick is up. And once again, it is good. She is perfect on the night. Searcy is 14-0 up on Sylvan Hills. 5:56 left here in the first half. And Jordan, that's how you take momentum back. And if you folks are not with us at the first of the ball game, Searcy deferred to the second half, so they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's exactly what you want.
2 for 2 for field goals, and also right down the middle both times. And overall, this Searcy team is looking really good tonight.
Yeah, they had a couple little mistakes, a couple little penalties, but those are things that you can clean up. And the one fumble that Tyler Strickland had was not really his fault. The ball got punched out. You're going to have moments like that, but Searcy defense, I can't say enough about them. They've only given up a couple of first downs tonight. So far, no points whatsoever to Sylvan Hills. And the defense is about to get back on the field again. And Sylvan Hills got to be frustrated because they had such momentum in that last drive. It came up with nothing.
Gabe Osmond leading that charge for that defense, shutting him down early, and so far just shutting him down all night long.
All right, there is the kick. Straight down the middle. They're going to take it off the bounce. They're going to muff it a little bit and get dropped back at the 10-yard line. That was a great kick, and then great coverage with the Searcy special teams. Coleman there with the tackle for the Searcy Lions, and that's going to put the ball on the 10-yard line. Sylvan Hills got 90 yards to go for a touchdown if they can get there, and they've got 5:53 to do it here in the first half. But that's how special teams should work there, Jordan.
And a lot of those special teams members are also on this defense, so transitioning into that momentum with Sylvan Hills in the backfield. 5:53 left in the half. Searcy looking to make sure that they end this half beautifully.
Quarterback is out of shotgun. He'll fake the handoff, and he's pressured in the backfield. Gabe Osmond going to just throw the ball away. And he's going to get probably, yeah, and that's got to be intentional grounding because there was no receiver over there. I don't know. Let's see if that's what they call. Yeah, we're going to get that penalty right there. Oh, ineligible downfield. So they had a man downfield off the offensive line that should not have been down there. So they're going to back this one up a little bit, probably half the distance to the goal. Let there be light. Now we have a Sylvan Hills roster. Look out, Jordan. Folks will think that we know what we're talking about now. Running back's going to keep the ball and not really get anything at all. There's another big stand for the Searcy defense. That's going to bring up third down. Searcy declined that penalty, by the way, so it's third down and 10. 5:28 left here in the first half, and Sylvan Hills, whatever momentum they had, Jordan, they've lost it.
Lost it terribly, and it looks like the Searcy defense, 3rd and 10. Hopefully they can shut things down and get good field position again for the offense, because the offense, they no doubt can come out with maybe 3 minutes left and just score easily.
Well, Sylvan Hills, they have ran out a couple of new wide receivers, some really big receivers, and the quarterback is going to throw it. Picked off. It is picked off by Searcy and almost took it to the house, right to the 1-yard line.
Quarterback again just throwing up passes. The receiver was not looking back at all, but the Searcy defensive backs were, and they were ready.
Wow, that was just a great play by the Searcy defense. They had their eye on the ball, and nobody for Sylvan Hills was watching the ball. And Searcy is set to score in a really good position right here. They're going to get the ball on the 1-yard line. So what do you think here, Jordan? Maybe hand the ball off to Ricky Love?
Yes, I think without a doubt, hand it off to Ricky, line everybody up under center, and just get it right through the middle, hopefully for an easy touchdown.
Well, Ricky's going to line up right behind Tyler Strickland, so let's see if Strickland keeps it or hands it off to Ricky. There goes Ricky. Right up the middle, untouched for another Searcy touchdown. You picked that one. Just perfect. Look at you.
Ricky just showcasing his power again and his speed. Like I said earlier, Sylvan Hills has not been able to stop Ricky at all tonight, actually.
Well, that's going to make it 20-0. 4:54 left here in the first half. And Sarah Daniel out for the PAT. She's perfect on point after attempt so far, and that one is up, and it is also good. So Cersei now leads 21-0. 4:54 left here in the first half, and as I mentioned to Jordan earlier, they did win the coin toss, defer to the second half. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the mercy rule, but you get a 35-0 lead after halftime. They start running the clock, and Cersei's getting really close to that barrier right now. So don't want to jinx it. There's a lot of things can happen between now and then, but Cersei's defense just playing lights out tonight, folks. Just very few, if any, positive things you can say about Sylvan Hills because of this defense.
While that Cersei offense has been really good, the defense has definitely been the star of the show. I don't believe that any of that offense would have gotten started without that momentum from the defense carrying over to them.
Yeah, Sylvan Hills got a little momentum at the start of this quarter, but, I mean, the Cersei defense, they just stood up and took it back with force, and Sylvan Hills finds themselves down by 3 scores right now, and they're about to get the ball back. Only 4:54 left here in the first half. All right, so there's the kick. Down the middle of the field. Take a bounce and roll out of bounds. So that will be a nice little add-on at the end of it. So Sylvan Hills will take that. Not their worst starting position. They've not had great field position at all tonight. This may be actually their best starting position. They're going to move it up and mark it off at the 36-yard line, 35-yard line. So that's where Sylvan Hills will start their next drive with 4:54 left here in the first half. Cersei leading with a score of 21-0. Their quarterback is out of the shotgun, hands off to the running back, and he's going to dance around and still dance around and really just not get much positive yardage there at all, Jordan.
The Cersei defense, containing once again, have been in worse field position. 4:42 left in the half. They just have to contain it. Sylvan Hills, they're just looking desperate for any type of field position at all, not necessarily for a score, but to get something started.
Yeah, they're huddling, so they're taking time off the clock. I'm not sure that's the wisest thing to do, but that's kind of how they run their offense. Quarterback out of the shotgun again. He's going to keep the ball and toss it over. He's going to throw it over the running back's head. He's going to cover it up and just hope it doesn't pop out. So big loss there. That necessarily wasn't on the defense or Jordan. That's just on the clumsiness of the quarterback.
Worked twice, but third time is the charm. But for the Cersei defense, it will be the charm. Sylvan Hills, they just cannot get anything started at all. Wow. Cersei defense, momentum, fired up as usual. I think that they're confident that they may have this ball game.
Yeah, that's going to bring up a big third down. That's about third down and BB right there, folks. It's way behind the sticks. You got 3:37 left here in the first half, and Cersei may get the ball back again before the half. Quarterback's got the ball. Looks for open receiver. There's nobody on the far side of the field. Runs to the near side. He's getting chased down. Dumps it off to a man, but just nothing there at all. He may get 2 or 3 yards out of that. That's going to bring up fourth down and forever.
Really good coverage right there from Dash, realizing that the quarterback had to make a throw. He was looking at the man, but realized that he didn't have to make a move until he had to. So making sure that pass was incomplete, putting them in really good field position, hopefully, for this kick.
Yeah, this is the instance where Sylvan Hills will not go for it, obviously. That's going to bring up fourth down and 16. They're going to punt the ball back to Cersei. It's a high punt that may go 50 yards in the air and maybe 15 yards on the ground. Horrible punt, but I mean a great field position for Cersei.
That entire sequence is pretty bad. I mean, the punt, the snap wasn't really as good either. I'm surprised that the Cersei special teams didn't get in the backfield in time, but like you said, the punt, it just went up way too high to even get any yardage at all, honestly.
Yeah, all altitude and no distance. I mean, went up and it just came right back down like a dead duck. And so Cersei gets the ball on the 46-yard line, the Sylvan Hills side of the field. 2:45 left in the first half, and as Jordan mentioned earlier, they can score in no time. So Love's got the ball up the middle. He's going to pick up 3 yards off of that run. Bring up 2nd and 7. Searcy not really in a big hurry because they've got plenty of time to score. 2.5 minutes left here in the first. Tyler gets him back up to the line. He's out of the shotgun. Love off to his right. Fakes the handoff to Love. He's going to get it to Love. Again, a situation where Tyler Strickland just had to get rid of the ball, or otherwise he was going to get dropped for a huge loss here, Jordan.
It was intentional for Ricky right there, but Ricky wasn't really looking in time to be able to catch that ball. Tyler was in a hurry, too big of a hurry. But Searcy, they don't really have any need to rush at all. If they can score, then they can. But if they can't, I'm sure they can go into half with a 21-0 lead, which is really, really good for them.
Yeah, this is a situation where it could have been much worse at Sylvan Hills. Folks, I'll be honest, it should be 42-0 right now. Searcy just had some penalties. Tyler Strickland's got the ball. Has to run to the far side of the field looking for somebody open across the middle. And caught. It is caught by Moore. That is 2 great catches of Moore, and that one for another huge first down for the Searcy Lions.
Moore showcasing that not only it's not just Jesse, but Wade can do some pretty good catches as well.
Well, that was just a great throw and catch right there between Strickland and Moore. That's going to bring up first down from the 23-yard line. Just a little short pass and goes over to Sumter. There's a flag. Let's see what the flag is here. That's probably going to be Searcy. It's going to be a holding, so they'll bring that one back. Exactly 2 minutes left here in the first half. And Jordan, that's just not what you want when you get this close to halftime and you got that much momentum. You don't need a penalty like that to put the kibosh on it.
Yeah, I saw he was going for a screen pass right there, but the other wide receiver, he was holding on to the defensive back, and you cannot do that at all. You have to push him to get him off you. I'm sure that the receiver would have been open anyway as fast as that ball would have got out of Tyler's hands.
So that's going to bring up first and really long. Yeah, it's going to be 1st and 20. So Searcy take the ball now. Out of shotgun again. You got Love to the left of Strickland. 3 receivers to the near side of the field. Sumter to the far side of the field. 1st and 20. Tyler looks for an open man, throws across the middle, and it's caught. Number 14, that's Cooper. And, boy, he is right there at the stick. I think that may be another first down. Let's see if the official gives him the first down. I'm going to call him short. They're going to say 2nd and 1. That's a short one there, Jordan. Yeah, that may be 1 foot. Man in motion for Searcy. They're going to hand it off to Love. He's going to get the first down and get a couple of Bears tackling him right there. So Searcy's got it in the red zone. 1:22 left here in the first half. 1st and goal.
Definitely the right call made by the coach right there. I mean, yes, there's a little bit of time, but you're also so close to the end zone right there. Just hand it off to Ricky to ensure another first down to make sure they can get more plays going up against the Sylvan Hills defense.
Man in motion, going to hand off to Ricky right up the middle again. He's going to go into the end zone for another Searcy touchdown. 1:03 left here in the first half, and Searcy scores again, so that's going to make it 27-0 with the PAT coming. Just a steady dose of Ricky Love there, Jordan. That's what you got to do.
And that's exactly what they've been doing all game long, showcasing that Ricky is a force to be reckoned with, and Sylvan Hills has not found an answer at all to stop him. And I wouldn't be surprised if they never find that answer.
Yeah, they're going to be looking at that film at halftime trying to find it. I don't think they can find it either. All right, Daniel's on for the PAT. Sarah puts it right through the uprights to stay perfect. So it's 28-0 Searcy. 1:03 left here in the first half. And Searcy, like I said, I didn't want to jinx it, but they are knocking on the door of a mercy rule game here, folks, against these Bears. And I probably have not emphasized this enough, but this is a conference game, as the rest of the games will be. So every game is important. And you've got to get the games that you can get and you should get when you can get them, because 6A is a tough conference, Jordan. You've got folks like Greenwood and Catholic still to come. You've got Marion coming up. You've got West Memphis. It won't get easier.
Well, with this 2-0 start, looking to be a 3-0 start, Searcy needs all of the momentum they can to be heading into what's looking like to be the toughest game of the season, with Catholic being that struggle that almost every team has.
Yeah, I think that we're going to find out a whole lot about the Searcy football team when they play Catholic. You're going to see, what kind of team this really is. Right here tonight, they're playing lights out, folks. Only a few mistakes, a couple of penalties, but those are things you can clean up. They have looked really impressive on all sides of the ball. Kick's going to be a low one that goes down to kick returner about the 10-yard line. He brings it across the 15, the 20, up to the 25. Drops the ball, and Searcy may have this one, folks. Searcy has got the ball and a chance to score again. Wow. How's that for special teams, Jordan? That's
Looking
special.
Good.
That's special.
Looking good as always. Searcy defense just showcasing that they are a force to be reckoned with. So number 2, he already knew that the ball was in their hands, just dancing all over the other defenders that were out there.
And you can just see Sylvan Hills going to the sideline there. Their shoulders are slumped. They are just totally dejected, Jordan. I don't blame them. I mean, that's a heartbreaker.
Now they gave Tyler Strickland the ball back with really good field position with 55 seconds left of the half.
Wow.
I'm sure he can make some magic happen.
They're going to mark it on the 28-yard line. That's where the Searcy offense will start things off here with 55 seconds left here in the first half. And we have discovered that 55 seconds is an eternity for this offense. Strickland's going to take it out of the shotgun. Love's off to his right. Throws it short pass to Sumter. Sumter's going to get across the 25, drop down to about the 23-yard line. Not quite a first down, but he's having a little trouble getting up there. So one of the players, that's number 51.
Searcy trying to hurry up with the offense, running their tempo plays as usual.
The clock is running, folks. It's down to 34 seconds. Tyler takes the snap, looks to the near side of the field, throws, got a man. He's going to step out of bounds. Stop the clock.
Really smart right there. I believe that was...
That's Sumter. Yeah, Jesse. Good deal. 26 seconds left here in the first half. Searcy leads 28-0. And they're looking to score again. Plays getting called in. 3 receivers to the far side of the field. They're going to move Love over to the right of Strickland now. Sumter's here to the near side. Tyler looks, can't find anybody. He's going to take it to the near side of the field and just keep it himself. He's going to get tackled about the 8-9 line. We'll work him down the 8-9. So that's going to be first and goal. Not quite first down, though. It's going to be short. 2nd and 3. 18 seconds left, and Searcy will have to burn the timeout. So get close to the end of the first half here, Jordan. It looks like Searcy's knocking on the end zone, and they could get that 35-0 lead that we talked about.
We were worried about the Sylvan Hills offense as during the pregame, they were showcasing a bunch of those screen plays and the fake runnings into slant passes, but none of that. It's just been all Searcy all game long, and makes sense. Sylvan Hills coming to Searcy's home field, and they really showcase how they have grown as a team and just showcasing their offense and their defense and their special teams. Just all around, it's just been Searcy just shutting the lights out.
Yeah, I think Jordan and I both mentioned this earlier. You know, this team has a different feel to it, folks. And through 3 games this season, this young season, you've kind of seen that. And they're really showing up and showing out tonight. 18 seconds left here in the first half. They're going to say 2nd and 4 from the 9-yard line. Strickland's out of shotgun. Love's off to his right. 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Strickland takes the snap. Looks for Sumter, and Sumter's going to get knocked down. So incomplete pass. That does stop the clock with 13 seconds left. Brings up 3rd down and 4. Man, you'd really like to get in the end zone right here, though. Searcy has not been in the red zone tonight and not scored. So you think the odds of that happening again would be pretty good. Strickland out of shotgun again. Love's off to his left this time. Man in motion. Going to hand it to Love. He's going to dance up the middle. He's going to push. He's got the first down, but he's going to be just shy of the end zone, about the 1-yard line.
This is exactly what Searcy wanted to happen. Calling their timeout, shy right there of the touchdown. I believe, like, how many yards? Looks like 2 or 3. And I believe Sylvan Hills already knows who Searcy might be giving the ball to.
You think it's another Ricky Love fest?
All game long, just nothing but Ricky Love. And I wouldn't be surprised if it just gets in the end zone without even getting touched again, as he's showcased the last drive as well, that just give him a little bit of breathing room and he can easily make his own creation of a hole and just get in there.
Well, the officials are going to mark the ball inside the 1 yard line. So you're like a half yard from the end zone. 7 seconds left here in the first half. Searcy leads 28-0. And I'm going to have to agree with Jordan. He has not been wrong yet tonight. You give it to Love right here in this spot. That's the call to make. So let's see if that's what they do here. Or maybe they're going to just let Tyler keep it.
That's also what I wanted to mention. I wouldn't be surprised if they let Tyler also just keep it for a little quarterback sneak and fake it off to Ricky.
They're going to bunch up all the defenders like that's what they expect them to do. And they're going to put Ricky Love behind Tyler Strickland now, which is what they did the last time they were down here. Hands off to Love. He's going to dance in the end zone, untouched for another Searcy touchdown. 3 seconds left here in the first half, and your Searcy Lions have taken a 34-0 lead over the Sylvan Hills Bears. And again, Jordan, you're right again.
Just untouched, found his own hole, and he made it right to the end zone. Just easy. Ricky smiling as he already knew that he already had that touchdown handled.
Yeah, Ricky's got all the reason in the world to smile tonight. He's having a stellar night here in the first half. And that's going to bring on Daniel for the all-important extra point to make it 35-0. The extra point is up, and it is good, Jordan. Just like that, 35-0. Searcy, 3 seconds left here in the first half. Wow. So have you had fun so far?
I have definitely had fun so far just watching the Searcy team just demolish Sylvan Hills without even breaking a sweat. I mean, all those penalties that have held them back, and they were able to bounce back so fast and so quickly to just adapt to the Sylvan Hills offense, which Sylvan Hills, they really can't get anything started. I mean, after the fumbles and the interceptions, and it's just been all downhill for them so far.
Yeah, I have to say, to Searcy's credit, what penalties they had, they have shaken them all off like it was no big deal and responded in positive ways. So even with the mistakes, they found ways to correct those mistakes. And they're playing just a really good ball game tonight, folks. They're up 35-0 with 3 seconds left here in the first half. And Cooper's about to kick the ball back to Sylvan Hills. And I imagine they'll probably just take the ball and fall on it and go to the locker room. And like Jordan said, try to find some film and see if they can figure out a way to stop Ricky Love. I don't think they're going to do that, though.
Yeah, just the Searcy defense, they are on their A game tonight, and they do not seem like they'll be shutting down anytime soon, going to the locker room, getting a breather too. I'm sure that's the last thing that they'll need to just come out and just continue showcasing their dominance against the Sylvan Hills offense.
Just a low kick, hits one of the up men, but they're going to take the ball at the 20, across 25, out across the 30. Searcy finally going to bring him down about the 36-yard line, and folks, that is where the first half is going to end. Again, your score here at halftime. Your Searcy Lions, who are undefeated, continue that pattern to do it again tonight. They lead the Sylvan Hills Bears 35-0 here on Searcy Lion TV.
Hey, keep it up. Hey, keep it up. Oh, yes. We got to see more football. There, man. Huh? Who you got there? This is Trey's dog, my granddaughter. Look at this. Oh. Sure, let's just come and watch. Yeah. So you here tonight? No. We got Jumper and I got it for the weekend. Okay. Good deal.
Welcome back to Cersei Lion TV from Cersei Lion City. We're your Cersei Lions, undefeated at 2-0, are leading 35-0 as we get ready for the second half. And Jordan, as I mentioned before the half was underway, that means mercy rule.
Yes.
And if you're not familiar with how the mercy rule works, folks, it's like this. They're going to start running the clock after the ball's kicked. The only time they will stop the clock is if they call a timeout, change possession, or when they score. So this second half is going to go rather quickly, and I'm sure Cersei's glad about that. I think maybe Sylvan Hill is probably glad about that now, Jordan. I think mercifully they're glad about it.
Yeah, and what a half it was for Cersei. I'm sure they couldn't ask for a better half overall. I mean, like Sylvan Hills being such a confusing team the past recent years, looking like none of that even mattered in the past recent years, including to tonight's game. And Cersei couldn't ask for a better half, and they also received the ball this half as well as they deferred in the first half.
And if you're with us in the first quarter, there were 21 points that Cersei probably should have had. So this ball game could have been a lot worse. It could have been 56-0 at this point. And who knows where it's going to end up. Once that mercy rule gets underway and the clock starts running, you have to start considering what's coming up next week. So I know at one point in this game, Coach Clark is going to have to ask himself, okay, how long do the starters stay in? Can I play the B team? And even Sylvan Hills, for that matter, if they get in a situation where, like right there down now, they know they're not going to win this ball game. They also have to look ahead to next week, who they play next week, because every conference game matters. You don't want anybody to get injured. You don't want anybody to be out when you have to play next week, whoever you play, because like for Cersei, Jordan, they've got a tough game next week. They play Catholic.
Yeah, Catholic being that team that almost every other team in this region struggles against. I mean, Cersei, like I mentioned earlier, they didn't believe, but as they kept on practicing and the past couple games have happened, they started to believe a bit more and encouraging their teammates and encouraging themselves. I mean, all around this whole game, not just the offense, not just the defense, but both of those and the special teams have all just come together, work together as a whole to shut down the Sylvan Hills strange team as a whole. I mean, like you said, Sylvan Hills, they've only put up, maybe 7 points all season?
Yeah, they don't score a lot, and after watching them play tonight, you can kind of see why. I was talking to Matt during halftime. They've just got problems. It's not the same Sylvan Hills team that we've seen before. And I know Cersei's a better team. They try to start things off with an onside kick, and it's going to bounce out of bounds. So that didn't work from their special teams is not working either, Jordan.
I mean, yeah, they try to come out, throw something that Cersei hasn't really seen all half. I mean, but the kicker, he just kicked it way too far and way too close to out of bounds for that to even come close to working. But Cersei rejuiced up after the half, and the break is like the last thing that I'm sure the Sylvan Hills team was what they wanted. I mean, the clock's going to keep on running, and now the Cersei defense has just been shutting them down all game long. They're just going to have to keep on dealing with that. And the offense as well. I mean, we thought that Sumter was a good wide receiver. Wade Morris also showed up this game as well and making a couple good catches. And they're just going to keep on adding up the points and just putting on that power against the Sylvan Hills defense.
Yeah, it's been Morris coming out party tonight, and it's been a Ricky Love fest as well. And Cersei's going to start things off with offense, and just like that, there's more Ricky Love, and he's going to pick up about 4 yards there on that first down run. And this is when that clock starts running. After that first play, this clock will not stop until somebody changes possession, scores, or calls a timeout. So this is going to be a really, really fast second half.
Cersei offense, keeping it short, keeping it simple, give the ball to Ricky, give him a couple yards, and just keep on making sure that those chains will get moving this whole entire half.
2nd and 6 now, 11:30 left here in the third quarter. And Strickland's going to throw the pass over to Moore. He's going to get the first down, get pushed out of bounds right about the 45-yard line. They're going to mark him just short at the 44. That's going to move the sticks, though. And even when you run out of bounds, they're going to keep the clock running here with this mercy rule. So Cersei's, they're taking a little time, Jordan. They're not too concerned about things, so not really in a rush to get the play in, just doing what they do.
I mean, understandably so, too. I mean, Sylvan Hills, they brought this on themselves. I mean, just during the pregame, just working on all types of plays that have not even really been showcased this game at all.
No, we have not seen those plays since the pregame. And Love's going to get the ball up the middle. He's got a big gainer. He's going to get a first down. He's still getting pushed from the pile, and he's going to get maybe they're going to say he did not quite get the first down. He was close. I mean, maybe a half yard short. I thought he'd get that second push there, Jordan.
Yeah, Ricky Love, I mean, all game long is not basically surprised he even got touched there, as that hole was really wide open for him, but also unable to get taken down as well. They're just showcasing that power and that speed that is a dangerous player to deal with. And also with Tyler being that all-around quarterback, it's just been tough for the Sylvan Hills team.
Yeah, they're going to call that second. That's got to be less than a yard. That's maybe a foot. So the ball is almost over the line to gain. And Tyler's going to take the ball out of the shotgun. Got a man in motion. There's a snap, hands it back to Love. Right up the middle he goes again. Big gainer there. He's going to get several yards on this and get across the 35 down to the 34-yard line. This may be the answer for the rest of this ball game. Just hand the ball off to Ricky Love, Jordan.
I mean, understandably so, too, because Ricky Love, he does not get tired easily. And now they're bringing in Cotton so they can also enforce that speed a little bit more, give Ricky a little bit of break. I mean, he's had, maybe 3 touchdowns so far this game?
Yeah, he's had quite a few. He's had a real good night so far. That's going to bring in Cotton Parker. And Parker is a smaller running back, but, man, he has got a lot of speed. We haven't got to see him hit that seam yet tonight and get loose in the field, but I think it's coming. Parker gets the ball in. He's going to juke and jive across the middle. That's a pretty good game, about 5 yards. Bring up 2nd down and 5.
Really good game by Cotton. I mean, Ricky, first half was his, and I wouldn't be surprised if Cotton decided to show up as well and make this half his half and start scoring and finding those holes and just showcasing his speed to the Sylvan Hills defense.
Yeah, Parker's hard to bring down because when he runs low to the field. But, man, if he gets loose, you're not going to catch him. 8:55 left here in the third quarter. Searcy leads 35-0. The mercy rule is in effect. Tyler takes the ball, hands it off to Parker. He's going to try to get something there, but he just couldn't get a whole lot. But he's going to pick up maybe a yard, maybe. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Running to the outside right there. Not really a good decision by Cotton. I saw that there was a pretty decent gap that he could have took right there between those two men, but things happen. But Sylvan Hills, I mean, if I was the coach, I honestly wouldn't know who to focus on. I mean, now they're bringing Ricky back in, and they have good wide receivers, and they have a good line, and Tyler as the quarterback. I mean, they're just an all-around team, and they just can't be stopped.
Tyler tried to draw him off sides there. That didn't work, so he's going to move Love over to his right. They're going to say it's 3rd down and 3. And they're going to toss the ball over to Ricky Love. He's going to stutter step, goes back to the middle of the field. He's still on his feet, but still didn't get the first down. He's going to be brought just shy of that first down, Jordan, maybe a yard short.
Not sure what he wanted right there. I mean, trying to fall back through the crowd to see if there was an open hole, but just got clustered around himself. I mean, but I wouldn't be surprised if he decided to, I'm just going to go get this first down because of how close I am, and Ricky is definitely capable of doing that.
Well, just like that, Sylvan Hills, their defense, they have forced a 4th down here in the second half. 7:33 left here in the third quarter. Ricky Love's got the ball, and he's easily got a first down. He wasn't hit till he was at least 2 or 3 yards across the line to gain. But that's kind of been the story for Sylvan Hills tonight. They kind of get a little momentum, and then all of a sudden they just give it up. So their defense couldn't even gain momentum. They got one defensive player. He's hobbling on his ankle. He's going to have to come out. Clock is still running. We're almost at 7 minutes left here in the third quarter. Tyler Strickland out of shotgun. Ricky Love off to his left. 2 receivers near side, man in motion. There's a snap. He'll throw it over to Sumter. Sumter's got it out to the 10-yard line, down to the 5. Inside the red zone. And that's going to be a big gain for the Searcy Lions as they get ready to strike again.
Really good juke right there from Sumter, too, getting that man shooken off him so he can get more yards to gain, getting them closer to their end zone.
They're going to say he went down at the 4-yard line. So 1st and goal from the 4. I'm going to see if Jordan can pick this play again. Do you think it's Ricky Love?
I think it is. I mean, okay. 1st down, I'm sure they'll give it to Ricky.
There's Ricky. No, he's not going to get this time, Jordan.
He didn't run up the middle. That's why I think he got caught.
I think it was maybe the handoff wasn't exactly where he thought it was going to be. He kind of paused a little bit, and that let the defenders get in there and wrap him up. So that's going to actually lose a yard. So that's going to be 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. So let's reset and try this again. Strickland's getting the call in.
I think Strickland's going to keep the ball here.
Kind of looks that way. He's standing next to Love. Now Love's got the ball. He's going to go up the middle. He's going to get wrapped up about the 3-yard line. So still going to be short. But 3rd and goal from the 3. Cersei just keeps burning clock as we're already down to 5:25 left here in the third. Cersei leads 35-0. Mercy rule is in effect. Tyler Strickland out of shotgun. Ricky Love is lined up behind him. He's going to hang it to Love. He did not get any in. He's going to be about 2 yards short of the end zone now. Okay, Jordan, what do you do here?
Well, I think you obviously go for it here. There's really no reason that you shouldn't. But, I mean, I understand them giving Ricky the ball constantly and just forcing that clock to just keep on going down and just making sure the run game is on point. I mean, Ricky is definitely doing his best, and he's getting a little bit of yardage each time. But give him an inch, he'll definitely take him out. He just has to find that right gap.
Well, they're rumbling in the jungle. Tyler's going to keep the ball. Is he going to get in? Yes, he got in for a touchdown. Well, that was a close one there, Jordan. I didn't think Tyler got it, but he leaned forward, and a tall, lanky kid fell in the end zone, and there's 6 more for Cersei.
Knew it was going to happen at some point. I mean, they kept on giving Ricky the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to switch it up at some point, and just having Tyler come out fresh for the half as his first run right there. I mean, it's just what a play by Tyler in general.
All right, so they score. They will stop the clock. So 4.5 minutes left in the third. 41-0 Cersei. You got Daniel on for the extra point again. She has been perfect on the night for these PATs. Kick is up, and it is through the upright. So just like that, Jordan, it is 42-0 Cersei. 4.5 minutes left here in the third quarter, and Sylvan Hills will try to do something, anything.
I mean, honestly, this is what the score should have been, honestly, after the second quarter. But
Yeah.
like we mentioned earlier, Cersei getting those couple penalties, but able to bounce back really strong, as you can see here, still 42-0. I mean, they're just holding it down in their own home field.
Well, as you saw on that drive right there, folks, that was a perfect drive. There were no, drops or losses except for that one-yard loss. There was no penalties. So I know when they went in the locker room, there's probably some talk about cleaning some stuff up. On that first drive, Cersei cleaned up stuff, and there were no towels in the tundra whatsoever. So now with 4.5 minutes left here in the third, Cersei is about to kick the ball back off to Sylvan Hills, who have done nothing tonight. They have been on Cersei's side of the field, I think, twice, but they have yet to even come close to scoring. All right, so here comes the kick. Sylvan Hills will take it at the 11-yard line, brings it across the 20, out the 25, and going to be stopped right there by several Cersei lines.
Looks like number 6 and number 31. I believe that was Charlie Thompson, and then Curtis Goodrich.
And, of course, that will let the clock start running again, so we're almost under 4 minutes here in the third. As we mentioned, this second half will go super quick, folks. So if you're hoping to get out of the ball game early and get to the White County Fair tonight, Jordan, I think your dream's going to come true.
Clock's going down. It's better for me.
We'll go out and join the fifth quarter tonight. Sylvan Hills, they'll take the ball out of the shotgun again. Hand it off to running back. He's going up the middle. He's got a good gain on that one. He picked up maybe 6 yards in that little play.
Honestly, probably the best run they've had all night.
Mm-hmm. I think they've only had maybe 2 or 3 really positive big runs, but that's one of the better ones they've had. They act like they're still a little shell-shocked. They're not really getting the play in that quick. Quarterback's going to take it out of shotgun again. He's going to keep it this time and look for a receiver. He's finally got a man open. Okay, so that's a first down. That may be his first throwing first down of the night. I don't think he's actually completed a pass for a first down tonight.
And he's actually watched his defenders this time. I mean, last half he just kept on throwing up the ball, which actually led to an interception. And the first time he did that, he just chucked it downfield, and nobody was even close to that ball. So, I mean, kudos to them, but this Cersei defense has to adjust properly.
All right, Sylvan Hills has a man in motion, and they're going to hand it off to the running back, and he's going to get swallowed up big time. And that was number 87 out there? We got some new numbers out there right now.
It's like 81 maybe. Yeah, 81, Christian Clark.
Yeah, Christian Clark.
Defensive end, I mean, came right to his side and just stopped him immediately.
So that's going to bring up a loss, and that's kind of what Sylvan Hill's been used to tonight, is playing from behind the sticks. So that's going to be 2nd and 11. Clock continues to run. We're down to 2:21 here in the third quarter. Searcy leading 42-0. Sylvan Hills out of the shotgun. Quarterback hands off the running back. He tries to go up the middle, bounces off, then tries to run over to the left side of the field. He might have got back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe. They're going to say he didn't, so it's still going to be 3rd and 11. I know they're probably not equipped to do this, Jordan, but they're going to have to throw the ball if they want to score.
I mean, yeah, and the times that they did actually have to throw the ball has not been looking too good for them. But that play earlier, the quarterback knew what he was doing that play, and hopefully, I mean, the Searcy defense will be able to stop him.
The quarterback's going to keep the ball now. He's got nowhere to go. He's going to get swallowed up and dropped for a loss for number 45 for Searcy.
I was Lawson Wimberly again on the big stop.
We've called Wimberly's name several times tonight. He's having a good ball game tonight.
He's also had, last half he had a really big sack for a loss. I mean, it was probably 10, 15 yards back.
Well, that's going to bring up 4th and 15, and despite the fact they're down 42-0, even Sylvan Hills is thinking, we're not going to try this. Let's go ahead and just kick the ball away. So 1:12 left here in the third quarter. Sylvan Hills about to give the ball back to the Searcy offense again. There's the kick. It's a little low kick, but it goes down about the 37-yard line across the 40. Going to get stopped right at the 40. He's still on his feet, but gets dropped down about the 45-yard line. That's Cooper, ain't it?
Yes, that is Cooper. Decent run overall.
All right, so change possession. They'll stop the clock until they snap the ball again. 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. 42-0 Searcy, and the offense is about to take over again. It's not been often tonight, Jordan, that the Searcy offense has not scored.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, I think they just drained the clock at this point. I mean, hopefully just wear down the Sylvan Hills defense by I'd keep running the ball and making sure that they're all tired, and then when they least expect it, then I'll probably throw a screen pass, throw everybody off guard.
Well, we got, looks like the B team in playing now, so you got number 15 in quarterback. Is that Johnny Bell?
Johnny Bell and Curtis Goodrich at the running back position.
All right, so Searcy going to play some backups now. That's probably smart considering what you got coming up next week. Searcy will have to snap the ball one more time before the quarter ends because the game clock's at 24, the clock is at 26. So Searcy's just going to let the clock run a little bit here. All right, Johnny Bell is a good-looking quarterback, too. I've got to watch him play a little bit last year. He's got a good arm, and there's going to be some kind of flag on that play, probably a false start. 5 seconds left here in the third quarter. That will stop the clock. False start Searcy. You know, they've had a couple of those, and this can be expected. You've got the B team in playing right now, and you know that's just Friday Night Lights jitters out there for a team that's not usually your starters.
Yeah, coming out with a game that is honestly not close at all. They're trying to make sure that they will actually showcase what they can do as well. But I mean, you can't just start jumping and getting nervous at this late in the game.
Yeah, the official's going to let them run the last 5 seconds off the clock, so that's going to take us to the fourth quarter. And Searcy will go into that fourth quarter handily leading Sylvan Hills. The Bears are down 42-0, and I'm just telling you, folks, this has been an impressive performance for the Searcy Lions, and they've still got one quarter left to play here. But it's going to go by fast, Jordan. You got that mercy rule. Look how fast that particular quarter there went by.
Quarter just went by like I don't even know how many plays were being played that whole entire quarter, but quarter just went by so fast. And now hopefully Searcy's just getting their B team in, and hopefully they can just end this game smooth.
Yeah, Searcy had one offensive possession, and they went and scored on that one. Sylvan Hills didn't do anything with theirs, so now Searcy's got their second offensive possession. That's going to go into the fourth quarter. They're using their B team, and so we'll have a bunch of new names to call for you here. I know Johnny Bell's quarterback. You said there's a different running back too?
Yeah, there's a different running back, number 31, Curtis Goodrich.
Goodrich is in there tonight. All right, so we get to see some of the future stars of the Searcy Lions. So Johnny Bell's going to have 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side, and his running back's going to be off to his left. 2nd and 16. There's a snap. Bell looks for a receiver, and this ball is just knocked down by Sylvan Hills. They have not done much of that tonight, so that's unusual. I think Sylvan Hills, they're still playing their starters on defense, so I guess that should be expected.
Is it third down?
It's third down, yes. Third down is 16. Bell is out of shotgun again. Man in motion. Hand the ball off to running back. He's going to try to go up the middle and gets wrapped up for a loss. So that's going to bring up fourth down and 17. So you haven't seen this tonight, but they're going to bring in the Searcy punt team.
I'd say it was a pretty good start by the B team for Searcy. I mean, they got to come in, get used to the Sylvan Hills defense. I believe because they still played up against their starters. I mean, they just got to adjust more and make sure that they get their plays going really well as they would like to.
And it's always good to get that real game experience too, because these are kids that are going to be playing in the future, and if you got a starter goes down, they're going to have to come in and play anyway. Really high kick, and Sylvan Hills will take it. Takes a good Searcy roll to about the 25-24 and down to the 23-21 line. That ball just kept rolling, Jordan. I thought it was going to go to the end zone.
Really good punt right there.
All right, so change possession. They will stop the clock. So you got 10:34 left here in the ball game. Searcy easily up 42-0. This has not been a challenge at all for the Searcy Lions. They kind of they dominated their will early and often.
I believe this is the Searcy B team defense as well, as I see a couple of new numbers out there.
Yeah, there's some smaller players out there too.
See number 30 Dylan Cawley out there in the looks like the nose guard position.
All right, so Sylvan Hills will get some positive yardage there across the 35, the 40, up to midfield, and finally gets ran out of bounds. A couple of Searcy lines there. I think Sylvan Hill's still playing their starters, so they're just trying to get something out of this ballgame. They like to go home with something on the scoreboard. They're going to say he stepped out at the 46-yard line. So 10 minutes left here in the ballgame. Sylvan Hills for a rare time tonight on the Searcy side of the field, the 46-yard line, first down. Quarterback out of shotgun. They'll take the snap. Backwards pass to the running back, and he's off to the races, folks. Cross line to gain. He's going to pick up maybe 14 yards off of that little toss. Yeah, you can tell there's a different defense out there, Jordan.
Yeah, I can also see a bunch of these kids are also sophomores.
And Sylvan Hill's just trying to put something on the board at this point. Quarterback's out of shotgun. Two receivers to each side. Running back off to his left. There's snap. He hands the running back up the middle. He goes, and he's going to pick up another first down, and it looks like about another 13, 14 yards. 9 minutes left here in the ball game. Searcy leads 42-0, but Sylvan Hills, they are threatening to score for the first and only time tonight.
They do score. It looks like that'll be the only chance that they get as this clock is just wearing down intensely.
It is. It really is flying by fast. We're under 9 minutes now. They're finally in the red zone. I mean, right at the red zone. Sylvan Hills takes a snap. Quarterback throws across the middle. It was almost picked off, but the receiver did come down with it. Number 9 for Searcy had a beat on it. I kind of thought he was going to pick that one off. They're going to say he is just short of the first down, so that's going to bring up second one. There's a snap. Running back's going to take it to the near side. He may go in untouched. There's a flag. Let's see what the flag is first before you say he scored. But he did get in the end zone, but let's see what the call is first. This may be a holding against Sylvan Hills.
And that is the call, holding against Sylvan Hills.
Yeah. Even when things are going right, they can't go right. They continue to go wrong for Sylvan Hills.
The best chance that they got, I don't really understand the hold. I mean, the running back was already on the outside and had a really good field position.
Yeah, he was untouched. So take those points off the board of Sylvan Hills, and they're going to back them up. I'm not sure why they stopped the clock unless somebody called a timeout, but I don't think nobody called a timeout. The clock should be running. Now they're going to run the clock. Okay. So that's going to bring up second and forever. And the running back's going to take the ball. He's going to pick up some positive yardage. He's close to a first down. He might be a yard short. It's going to be third and a very short one for Sylvan Hills. We're under 8 minutes left in the ball game now. Bears running at another player. Third and a very short one. Searcy leads 42-0. Sylvan Hills trying to put something on the board. Little Wildcat action there, and they're going to keep pushing him, and he's not going to get to the end zone, but he'll get down to about the 3-yard line. So they'll drop the sticks and call it first and goal. Jordan, I got this feeling that Searcy may not be able to pitch the shutout now.
I mean, for Sylvan Hills, it's honestly a race against the clock at this point.
Yeah, they're going to have to hurry if they're going to get in here. We're right at 7:15 left here in this ball game. And it looks like for the first time tonight, Sylvan Hills finds the end zone. So it will not be a goose egg on the scoreboard with the Bears. They've got 6 on there right now. And that will stop the clock at 7:10 left in the ball game. Searcy leads 42-6. And they will win this ball game, no doubt about it. It's just right now by how much. You know, one thing we did not see in warm-ups was Sylvan Hills practice any kind of kick. So this could be interesting. They used to go for 2 a lot, but they are going to try the extra point. And there's a flag. I think maybe Searcy jumped off sides. Yeah.
Sylvan Hills gets another shot after that missed field goal.
I don't know why they just wouldn't try their 2-point conversion right here just for the heck of it. You get closer, you might as well. But they're going to line up and kick it again. And they've got the clock running again, so they're mercifully trying to end this thing. High snap. It's up and it's good. So Sylvan Hills does get a touchdown on the board and the extra point. So it's 42-7. And even with the change possession, the officials saying run the clock. So Jordan, they're feeling sorry for Sylvan Hills.
I mean, the game's shut down at this point. Searcy put this team to bed pretty cleanly, honestly. I mean, the B team, they're doing the best they can, and credits to them.
Yeah, we're under 6 minutes now, about 5:40 something left here in this ball game. Your Searcy Lions will go to 3-0. Sylvan Hills will stay 0-3. They have not won a game yet. They're looking for that first win. Searcy fans have not even really started filing for the exits yet. They're all excited to be here and watch this exciting team play. Even the B team, they're all excited. What'd you tell me the student theme was tonight? Beverly Hills?
This theme was Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills. Now that's not Beverly Hills Hillbillies. That's Beverly Hills, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Beverly Hills.
Okay, just checking. I didn't see Jethro or Granny Clampett out there. I just wondered. And George's over here scratching his head. What is he talking about? He's telling his age over here.
I mean, I didn't really understand the theme myself. A lot of people, they just told me to wear a T-shirt or a sweatshirt around your neck and just call it a day for Beverly Hills. So as I see now, I mean,
okay.
that's what it is.
Now, I didn't get the memo. I came a San Francisco 49er shirt, so I missed Beverly Hills by a couple of miles there. All right, so you got 4 minutes and 18 seconds of the clock running. I would not doubt they try another onside kick. Now just a little pooch kick. Searcy up under it, and yeah, I think he did get it. Yeah. That's number 4 for Searcy. Lost his helmet, too.
Risky but clean catch right there from Zakai Foster.
Yeah, well, he got to talk about him tonight. He played a lot last year. Nice to see Foster out there tonight. We're under 4 minutes here in the ballgame now. So Searcy's backup offense will come back in and try just to get some positive yardage and run this clock out so we can all go home early. So Jordan can go to the fair. 5th quarter.
Should be a fun time at the fair, but it also should be a fun time for this B team. I mean, it's honestly really exciting to get to see them play out here, as I'm sure next week it'll most likely be the opposite.
Yeah, you're going to have all A team, all of it, yeah. All right, they're going to hand the ball off to running back. He's right up the middle. There's a good positive yardage right there. He's going to pick up maybe 6 yards off of that one, bring up 2nd and 4. 3 minutes left here in the ball game. Searcy just taking their time, as they should. You can see there's even playmakers out here on this B team, Jordan. So, Searcy's loaded for bear for a year or two.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Number 31, Curtis Goodrich. I mean, he's offense and defense all around. He did the same last year for his freshman year. And, man, what a dominating force he was.
Goodrich, a little stutter step there. He's not going to get much. He'll get back to the line he was at there, line of scrimmage. 2.5 minutes left here in the ball game. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Searcy on their own 49-yard line, leading 42-7. Taking their time to get the play in.
Burn the clock, honestly. There's really no point in playing any sort of football anymore. Just hand it off one more time and at least try to get a first down to make sure that this game just closes out as good as they would like it to.
Yeah, this is when you eat up all that play clock if you can. Bell takes the snap, tosses over to Goodrich. He's going to run to this near side of the field, and I think he's got a first down by at least a yard. Some new set of downs for Searcy. 1:45 left in the ball game. 1 or 2 more snaps, and we're out of here. That puts the ball on the 46-yard line on Sylvan Hill side of the field. Searcy will eat up as much play clock as possible. Searcy Lions getting a big victory here tonight. Conference win. They'll be 2-0 in conference. Every conference win will matter. Bell's going to line Goodrich up behind him. Take the snap out of the shotgun, hand it off to Goodrich. He's up the middle. He's going to pick up maybe 3 yards. He's still moving. He's out about 4 or 5 yards off of that run. That's going to put us at 50 seconds left in the ball game. They're going to snap the ball one more time, Jordan. This thing will be over. Ball on the 41-yard line. 2nd and 5. Should be the last play of the game right here. Bell takes the snap, hands it off to Goodrich. He's going to go up to the near side. He falls forward for a gain of about 2. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2, and there's no need to snap the ball again. That's going to do it.
Man, what a beautiful game by Searcy right there. I mean, they just showcased their offense and their defense beautifully and looking pretty much unstoppable for the Sylvan Hills team, which has been a struggle for them in the past years. But, man, just shutting them down this whole game and honestly looking impossible for the Sylvan Hills team to score against this Searcy defense.
Yeah, they were very lucky to score against the B team defense, but your final here tonight, we'll see your Searcy Lions go to 3-0, and they're going to beat Sylvan Hills for a conference victory 42-7. And Jordan, I got to say, I had a lot of fun here with you tonight. You're a true professional, my friend.
Hey, man, I really appreciate it. I haven't done any sort of commentary before, but like I said, this is really something that I would like to do. So it's honestly, thank you so much for being my commentator with me, Heath, and I really appreciate the opportunity.
I think he secretly works for ESPN during the night, folks, so I'm not sure if he's never done this before, but he's done a good job. So, Jordan, I want to thank you, and I want to thank Matt for taking care of things, all the students here at the TV station for us, and thank LV for letting me do this. And LV's going to be back with you the next time, so come hang out with LV. Searcy's on the road next week to Catholic, and that's going to be a tough matchup. The next time we'll be on Lion TV. Searcy's back home, and that's the 29th, the end of this month. They get to take on El Dorado, and that's always a tough matchup. So your final here tonight, Searcy defeats Sylvan Hills 42-7. Anything you want to add before we get out of here?
No, I think I'm good, man. I think I'm good. I really appreciate the honor once again.
Okay, well, I want to thank everybody for listening tonight and watching us on Lion TV. I want to thank Matt again for making this all possible. And again, 42-7 here. You folks have a blessed night, and we'll see you back here on the 29th. Good night, and God bless.